Y'all, when you think you're being clever, it's like sometimes my chair squeaks and I may breathe heavy into the mic. So when I'm just playing the piano, sometimes I mute the mic. It helps to unmute the mic. So good morning, happy Friday, happy Good Friday to you. I see a few good friends. James Wilson, man of God, thank you for coming through. Those on YouTube don't see these Facebook comments because we're not going through Restream. Freeform Friday, MLB crew. Ask your questions and get your songs sung and played. Thank you, Felicia, for the heart. Woo! It is. Listen, 5 o'clock comes early. Early, y'all. This stuff comes quick. Just like David, go live at another time. Well, so Tamaris, good morning to you. Thank you for suggesting that song. I put a star next to it. Come back to it here in a minute. So I'm here to play your songs and answer your questions. Good morning, Ruby. So glad that you are here. So glad that you're here. So glad you're here. Good morning, G. Albert. Saw you last night on Elad's stream with Evie Mux. Y'all, the kinds of things that these companies are innovating, it's not even, I say it's not even fair, right? It's not even fair. Y'all, it is not even fair. Stop it. So you have Restream. I don't know a lot of people who use Restream Studio as their main song, but it's not even a thing. It's not even a thing. The point of the matter is it helps all of us. The innovations that are going through StreamYard, Evie Mux, what Evie Mux has already done and shown the world, and just thinking outside the box as opposed to just following StreamYard's guide. And Restream has its own thing. They're into live selling in a big way right now. So I'm grateful for Evie Mux. So thank you, Albert, for coming through. And I see your song, How Great Thou Art. I'm going to pull those two together. Because He Lives and How Great Thou Art. Let's see if we can showcase them together here. And then bring them out with great plum, and we'll get it together. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Everybody, don't have fear. Have faith that we can pull it together. And there may be some other comments. I'm going to say to the regulars, as you see new people come into the comments, shout them out and say, yo, we're glad you're here. All right? Just try it. You may like it. Just try it. I know some of you just have it on in the background and you're listening, because that's what we sort of kind of curated from before, from years prior. So we're going to make sure we get it all together here. Boom. You know what? I want to move this around. While I'm talking, I'm moving things around my screen. So I'm better able to see them and get them going. Okay. Because he lives, and that's love. Jesus went to Calvary to save Corey. Albert, you got to think about your own salvation, Albert. Oh, man, Albert, love you, bro. Love you, bro. Yes. Yes, the Big View session. I saw that. I was like, yo, that was fire. RK3 session with Big View. It's like Big View. It was Big View. I'm like, what? Yo, that was good. That was good. So although that interface looked a lot like StreamYard's. I was just about to say, but I didn't want to say it on the live. Okay. Anyway, and this shirt, Laquita. Yes, this shirt is from the blind guy, his wife. All the way live. Like, all the way live. They had a hump day to Friday. Hump day to Friday. Okay, I'm going to stop talking. You know I like a good talk. You know I like a good talk. I think the Calvary won. Corey's still had to lose. Jesus went to Calvary. Not the cavalry. This is a difference. The L is in a different place. Corey is still at the lose. Oh man, we gonna pray for him. We keep praying for him. All right, let's get these songs together here. And actually, Jesus went to Calvary, so now we got 3, right? Okay, so let's pull it together. Let's go. Let's go. And while I'm still moving things through, wait a minute. My settings have changed. My settings have changed. Okay. All right. Okay, now I can do my thing over there. Let's go. Okay. The story ends on the third day. He rose again. That's love. That's love. But that's not how the story ends. On the third day, he rose again. That's love. That's love. That's not how the story ends. On the third day, he rose again. That's love. That's love. Yeah. That's love. Oops. So whole. Oh man. Oh wow. Yeah. So how great thou art. Jesus went to Calvary to save us all. And I found it to be particularly interesting that we have a Savior who would do such a thing, right? So good, so good, so good. I was just reading this book before we started. It's a devotional based on the TV series, The Chosen, 40 Days with Jesus, Book 2. It's like I have all three books, but this one in particular, Season 2, Episode 5. Was it 4? Episode 4. Where it talks about Simon the Zealot and his sort of kind of backstory. Whether it happened this way or not, this scene in the pool with the man who had been sick for 38 years. You know, and it's like, you laugh. It's like, a lot of us are on the loose. Laquita said it correctly. A lot of us are on the loose or were on the loose. And we were going through life looking for meaning, looking for validation, looking for, a place to call home. And this man was asked a question. Basically, he'd been sick for 38 years on the poolside, didn't know what he was going to do. And the question was asked, do you want to be healed? A lot of us are going through our lives and we have situations that we face every day. And it's fascinating to see the response to the question, do you want to be healed? So glad. The man's response is like, well, look at my circumstance. I have all this this illness, I'm so weak and sick and frail. I've been trying to do this thing for 38 years. Do you want to be healed? And it was a particularly interesting response that he gave. He's like, well, I don't have anybody to take me to the water. It's like, as if it was the water that was going to heal his condition. Even if he made it in, it wouldn't have made a difference. At least I think in his. So because the water had healing minerals and that sort of thing. If you bathed in it enough times, you may get some of that trace mineral to get into your system to give you some good stuff. But yeah, eventually he received the healing because he believed the word that was spoken over him. Rise, take up your bed and walk. Oh man, that was a word for me today. So this past week especially, I've been really grappling with the question, should I continue doing this? Is this the right format? Am I reaching the people that I am uniquely called to reach? Because I've told some of my story, and somebody reminded me of this part of my story this week. So some of you know I'm an expat from Trinidad and Tobago, living in the U.S. And I love it here. My family is here. My life is here. My wife is here. So I better love it. But the beautiful thing about this particular week, Monday, Max said to me, he's like, bro, I've been having a tough time at work. And this music in the middle of the day, for him, it's 12 o'clock in Sweden right now. Or is it 11? No, it's 12 because he's on Central European Standard, CEST. And he said, this music made a difference. And that was confirmation for me that I have been in a space where I can help somebody. But somebody reminded me of this other aspect of my story. So my father was born in 1932. And he was born 5 years after his parents were married, my grandparents. I never met my grandfather. He passed before I was born, but my grandmother lived to be 97. That's another aspect of my story. Longevity. My mother is 84. My grandmother was 97 when she passed. Born in 1900 from Montserrat, made it to Trinidad, and met my father, who was from Barbados. So there's a lot of stuff there going on. Got married, and didn't have children. That was a thing. You got married. You had kids. And so she prayed to God and said, Lord, if you give me a son, I will dedicate him to the ministry. Which is similar to the story of Samuel if you know the Bible. Samuel, the prophet Samuel, was a miracle child. Right? And I was reminded this week because I told someone, oh yeah, my stories is like, oh, You're a miracle child. I was like, what? What? You're a miracle child. So I am the son of a miracle. So I am by association a miracle child. If my grandmother had not prayed, like, do you want to be healed? See, that question that Jesus asked the paralyzed guy, do you want to be healed? She had to go through that. Do you want to be healed? Do you want to have a son? And the answer was yes. Prayed. The result of a miracle. So don't hesitate to answer. Do you want to be healed? Do you want your idea to die a painful death? Do you want to find yourself in a space where that thing that can bless the world doesn't see the light of day? If you are not talking about it and doing anything about it, it's dead already. You have to go. You have to move forward. We talked about this earlier this week. Just go on Monday. Just start. The best time to start a YouTube channel, if you have a Gmail account and a cell phone, you can start, right? I've been preaching this saying, ain't nobody call me. Y'all call me. Let me know. And, you may see what I'm doing and say, wow, it's David, man, you got all the gear and doing all the things like you could see in the description. But there are things that you can use. Just going to bring it. All right. I put the little doohickey on here, but that's not the way. That's the way. So I continually am going to encourage you to tell your story. I am the miracle child. Without equivocation. Question: when are we going to hear and see the Hunt family singers? Listen, that is a question we asking. Gonna keep it rambling with the brooms. Thank you, sir, for coming through. You had an awesome stream yesterday. Just talking and sharing, cutting up, and giving DJ a hard time. Yo, that's so funny. So glad that you were able to make it through. Adrian Nash, Corey is on the loose. Listen. Oh, great. Yes. And Corey has the reputation to prove it. Oh, man. Welcome in. Drop your song request. Drop your song request. Membership and make a difference. Oof. Thank you for dropping the link. David Hunt is the harp player of the Ivory Keys. Oh, man. David, this week I was going to give OpenAI ChatGPT a whirl with all the international chatter. What are your thoughts? All right. ChatGPT is the back end of all the AI tools you see springing up all over the place. The one in Canva, the one in vidIQ, the one in even Aaron Parecki built his own and is feeding it the data from his comments. So when someone asks a question online, for Aaron's case, he took all the questions and all the comments as his comments as the answers, and is going to feed that into an API that ChatGPT is using his answers as. Crazy. It's like, wait, what? And this is just a brilliant mind engineer. It's like, oh, we could do this. ChatGPT has an API. It's like, yes, it does. So there's three versions. There's ChatGPT Legacy, which has data up until I believe 2022. Or it might be 23. And it's getting data from all the time as people ask it questions. So ChatGPT really is, it's Google on steroids, basically, because you can ask Google questions and it would spit back the websites that match the search results. AI is not a new thing. The algorithm from YouTube or Facebook or TikTok or Instagram, the algorithm, which is really the audience, is your, you click on a video. If there's another video that matches that video, it seems like, oh, you clicked on this piano video. Let's watch this piano video. Put that piano video, see if you like it, see if you subscribe, see if you watch it for any length of time. YouTube's going to put more of those videos around. So the AI is not a new thing. What's new is that people are now able to query the AI. And it's been around for a while. Jasper, it used to be Jarvis.ai, was Jasper.ai. And they had to change the name from Jarvis because Marvel was like, hey, no, Marvel's AI from Iron Man, his name was Jarvis. So they had to change the name to Jasper. And then Word Hero, I got invested in an app called Writer.me, app.writer, RYTR.me, which is similar to Jasper. It uses the same frameworks, the Ada framework, the, I forget all of the different frameworks. It even has a songwriter component, and I've used it. I used the writer.me component to write a song once. But getting the data into ChatGPT is what makes a difference. The question you ask is more important as the data you receive. Because, I say that because if you just ask it to give me 10 things to do in Seattle, it'll give you 10 things to do. But, 10 things that a, recovering alcoholic could do in Seattle would be a different question and get you a vastly different response than just saying, give me 10 things to do in Seattle, right? Or what are the top 10 things you should do when buying a house? If you say, when buying a house in when buying a house in Michigan in the spring. Y'all, can you hear me? Are you seeing this? Am I spinning around? So, anyways, I thought I would answer that question. So, David, when do you find time to do the things you're doing? You're everywhere. No, so we're here. Oh, Mac is here. Thank you. I'm so far behind. Yeah. That's so you enter my space with grace and joy every time I listen. Thank you, Mac, for that. It's 12 p.m. Okay. 12:47 now. Samuel the prophet. All right, so somebody prayed for me to save a loved one. Give me those doubles. Congrats on the new home. Sounds sounds like a song about it. No, I haven't bought a new house, but I was just saying, if you had to purchase a home and you wanted to find out the top 10 things that you should do, ChatGPT will give them to you. But they aren't the only 10 things. So the priority there may be different. And so you can ask in terms of a realtor, or in terms of a home buyer, or in terms of a bank, or ask ChatGPT, what's the fastest way to pay off your mortgage? Well, I mean, yes, pay it all at once, pay it all back. But if you could do that, you probably wouldn't need to get the mortgage. You just buy it cash. Although some people would say, no, don't buy cash. Get the mortgage and use especially if it's a investment property, right? Use the equity that you receive, the income that you receive to pay off the mortgage faster. Anyway, well, back to Ribbon in the Sky. Somebody prayed for me. All right. Ribbons in the sky are miracles. Samuel the prophet. Look, y'all are going in on this one. So I don't know, just talking about the miracle that came, do you want to be healed? It really resonated with me today. It's Good Friday, y'all, the time we celebrate the death and burial of Christ. But he didn't stay buried. By Monday time, he was up again. So that situation you have doesn't have to stay dead. Doesn't have to stay dead. You can resurrect it. Let's go. Come on. Give me those doubles. We're going to get those doubles. Somebody prayed for me. prayed for me. Oh, I'm so glad they prayed. I'm so glad they prayed. I'm so glad they prayed for me. Oh, I'm so glad they prayed for me. Yeah. Do-do-do. Rainbow in the sky, ribbon in the sky for our love, our love. Yeah. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Good stuff. All right. It is just about that time we here. Okay. All right, we are here. Oh, Albert. What are we going to do with the... What are we going to do with the... Buy at least 2 snow shovels. For sure. For sure. Especially this year, it wasn't that bad. Except last month, we just got after one after another. It just came in. We didn't get walloped like they did up around the lake early in the winter. I don't know, I believe it was like 6 feet, 7 feet of snow. Oof, crazy. So one more song and then we'll be out. Thank you so much, Damaris, James, coming through from You've Faced the Book of Faces, and the rest of you on today. So glad that you can make it. Sing with me, how great is our God. All will see how great is our God. And our hearts will sing, how great is our God. Nobody greater, nobody greater, nobody greater than you. Nobody greater. This is for the MLB crew. We know just what to do. In our hands and our voice, making life better, it's true. With a big heart full of love, sent down from heaven above. This is for the MLB crew. Making life better for you. Making life better for you. Making life better for you. Hey, that's good. Thank you, fam. Oof, man. Thank you, fam, for coming through today. We thank you for being here. I apologize for any internet issues I may have had. And, oh, man, I wish I could play those songs. I know what, I'll add them to my stream for Monday. Monday, we're back again. Then we're off for a week. We're going to take a little bit of a break. Middle of April. Not next week, but the week after. We'll be taking a little break. Some work stuff that I need to get done. So we're not going to be in the space, but we will definitely have something for you, right? Have something for you to do. And we encourage you to go back. If you were to just put them all, even put them on double speed, right? You want to get those watch hours up. But also tell a friend. Tell a friend, tell a friend. If there's something you see that I'm doing that can be better, let me know. You send me a note on davidhunt.link/bio. That will get to me, and we will be making sure that we get to the space that we need to get to. Thank you for coming through today. And I know I said that already, and I need to probably just write a script to close the show out because I'm winging it all the time. I probably shouldn't say that, but you probably know it's like, oh, David just winging it. We are grateful for you. Take care of yourselves and each other.